Good morning, I'm Matt Schwartz with the Worksite Wellness Council of Louisville, and I'm here with Cathy Prothro, who is with the Suicide Prevention Program as part of the state of Kentucky. So we just finished a great program talking about suicide prevention, and really, we were talking just after that fact that you don't think about it a lot. I think we've thought about mental health as a part of wellness, but really suicide prevention is a key part of, really could and should be a key part of every worksite wellness program.
Absolutely.
What are the key, like we talked about statistics, a little bit about the numbers.
Well, every year in the United States we lose about 40,000 people to suicide, and those are probably very conservative numbers because we don't capture all of them, but we know it's a growing problem. So we know that age groups have a greater risk. Some age groups have a greater risk than other age groups, but that can fluctuate, and obviously within a certain geographic area it can change also. So you really kind of have to do the data for your own area.
Right. Well, I know we talked about obviously adolescents, a lot of risk, but the fact is the impact is not just on adolescents, and so having your workforce trained on, or at least knowledgeable about suicide prevention is key. You talked a lot about this, just the path, what could people do, and the idea of CPR, we know, everybody knows that term, but QPR, so could you explain
Absolutely.
QPR, please?
Very excited about QPR. QPR stands for Question, Persuade, and Refer, and teaches people from middle school age on up, and it can be anyone. Neighbor, friend, pastors, whoever, anyone in any segment of society can be trained in QPR. It's a 60 to 90 minute training, and what it does, it helps raise your awareness around talking about suicide and being comfortable with talking with someone that you think is at risk of suicide, and not walking away with something in your mind saying, gosh, I'm a little concerned about that person, but I don't want to embarrass them, or I don't want to make them uncomfortable. You're not going to plant the idea in their head. So this training helps you get more comfortable with identifying those at risk, seeing some warning signs, and knowing what to do without being a trained counselor. QPR is not to train you as a counselor. It's to equip you to provide hope and encouragement and support so they can get help with a qualified professional.
Right, and we talked about that. You all have actually a program. You have a grant. Really, what you're working under is a grant that allows you to come in and do this at no cost, I think.
Yes.
Right?
As long as, for the life of the grant, we do have a large number of certified QPR trainers across the state that we can connect people with, the workplace with, and they can come in and do a QPR training for your entire workforce. It's, again, 60 to 90 minutes. The grant can provide resources for the materials for that, as well as if there's a trainer fee, we can provide that as well. So there's really no reason not to offer that.
Right, and again, we talked about the stresses of life these days. Turn on the TV, it's not all pleasant news, and so this is really, it's probably a great opportunity, and so employers do have a role to play.
Absolutely. We all know how much time we spend at work. Those of us who work outside the home, we know how much time we spend at work. Generally anymore at my age, when I go home, I'm too tired to do anything else, so I feel like a lot of times I spend more of my time at work, obviously, than anywhere else.
So Cathy, I know there's a website that people can go to get information. I know we have it on our on the PowerPoint that we're going to post on the website. I don't know if you remember the website, but
well, it's
the
Action Alliance for Suicide Prevention
.org.
And there's a lot of information on there about resources available for the workplace. And actually, they can reach out to me, Cathy Prothro, and it's Cathy, CATHY, Prothro, PROTHRO, at ky.gov, and I would be happy to talk with anybody about what we can provide and how we can help you offer this training in your workplace.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate you being here this morning.
Thank you.
And if you missed it, we're here the third Thursday of every month, Baptist East Milestone. Thanks very much.